RBT family, what is the deal? It's your dog Willie Jack, man. And we are back. Back, baby, back with more NFL action, back with more football talk. It's been a long time. And it's past time that we tap back in, and here we are. The 2025 NFL season is underway. College football is in full swing. We've had, I can't believe the opening. This is one of the best opening weekends of college football I can remember in a long time. Big trades in the NFL. Man, there's so much going on, so much to talk about. Can't wait for y'all to get in here, man, so we can tap back in, man. Tap back in and lock back in and get back to it like we used to. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know, oh, man, this is what I'm talking about. See this what I'm talking about. I appreciate you. Look at sis in the building, man. First one in the door said, you hear me knocking, then let me on in. Yeah. My Duke's in the building. What's going on? I appreciate it. Said, we in here now. Let's go. Hey, Big Nation family, we still in the building. Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long time coming. But we back. We here. 2025 NFL season is underway. Man, I can't tell y'all how good it feels just to say that. Just to hear myself say that football is back. Man, I'm telling you. But yeah, we're going to get this thing rolling for sure. Now, the rules ain't changed now. Y'all know what time it is, man. Tap in. Drop something in the chat. Say what's up to you, dog. You feel me? And then we'll get the party started. For sure. Man, I can't even tell y'all how it feels right now. How it feels to be back. Man, way too much stuff to talk about for sure. Way too much stuff to talk about for sure. We got to get to it. Matter of fact, as well. No, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to hold off a little bit. Let me wait till a few more y'all drop in the chat. I see you watching. I see 10 of y'all in the building. I only see 2 of y'all in my chat. What's going on? I know y'all ain't forgot the rules. It ain't been that long. Drop something in the chat. Say what's up to your dog now. We here. Man. Hold on. Yeah, everybody go ahead and get real comfortable. Now, one thing as well, we definitely going to break in this NFL season for sure, without question, right? But, man, we have some good college football games, some early good matchups too, man. Shout out to the teams that took that challenge, man, that took that risk. Because nobody wants to see, or me personally, I don't want to see Georgia spank, you know what I'm saying, like Eastern Louisiana Tech 69-6. Like, I don't need that, man. I don't need that. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to Ohio State. Shout out to LSU. Shout out to Clemson. Man. Shout out to South Carolina. Putting it on the line, man. Give the people what we want. We want premium primetime matchups, man, right out the gate. We don't need no filler games for sure. Hey, y'all heard what she said. Hey, don't be shy now. Go ahead and speak up, man. Drop something in the chat. Let's go. Rennie in the building. Yeah. Can't wait. It feels like this is summertime Christmas right now. This is summertime Christmas. Fall Christmas, summer Christmas, whatever we want to call it. Man, instead of Christmas in July, this is Christmas in September. For sure. Now, also, with this being the start of the season, if anybody has any predictions they like to make, go ahead and drop them off in the chat. We're going to talk about it. Go ahead and drop something in the chat if you got a prediction of something you want to see this season. Hey, what's going on? Appreciate you. Said it's brand. Oh, okay, yeah, bet. Yeah, hey, what's up, man? What's going on? Yeah, man, nah, I'm cooling, bro. I'm cooling. Back locked and loaded. Ready for this NFL season, this college football season. Boxing finna go crazy. Bud Crawford and Canelo coming up. We got 10 days. Is it the 13th? Yeah. Yeah, the 13th. Yeah, we got 10 days till that. Man, I ain't got no complaints. I ain't got no complaints. And matter of fact, while everybody in here getting comfortable, getting situated, then we're going to the Super Bowl this year. Versus who? Give me the full prediction. Give it to me. Oh, Rennie said the Eagles going back to back. Nah. I mean, I don't know. They defending champs. Somebody got to beat the champ to beat the champ. And they look strong. That roster in just as good a shape as it's ever been. They haven't had any major turnover. Darius Slay, you know what I'm saying, took himself across the state. You know what I'm saying? He went to Pittsburgh, but I mean, other than that, I mean, they locked and reloaded. Young team, tons of talent everywhere. Love Jalen Carter. Stud, still can't believe they let Philly steal him at pick 9. The hell's going on in Chicago? And that actually brings up a good point as well, man. What y'all thoughts on Jalen Carter? Not Jalen Carter, Jalen Hurts. A little earlier this summer, it was a little light, for lack of a better word, a little light drama, little light back and forth. Not even involving Jalen, but around Jalen. Cam Newton got into it with Gilly the Kid, Philadelphia Eagles super fan. They went back and forth and all this. And here's the thing about it as well, though. Like, and I've always felt this way, so it's not even new. I've always felt this way. You know what I mean? Shout out to my dog Chop, man. Chop will tell you. Cam Newton is like, in my mind, I want to say borderline criminally underrated, man. Like, I think, I'm not trying to overrate him, but I don't think he quite gets the respect that maybe he deserves, man, for what he did. In college and the pros. For my money, Cam Newton is the greatest college football quarterback of all time. I don't care. I don't want to hear it, man. If you told me I get one quarterback for one season in college, doesn't matter what the scheme is, doesn't matter what the players are, because Cam Newton took a 3 or 4 win Auburn team with no real stars, especially offensively, took them boys to the Natty. 1 year. And a lot of that heavy lifting done on his back. Man, look, hey, nah. Now we gotta get Cam his flowers. And then also, man, in the league as well, man, it didn't come together. He's always been a little mercurial, maybe. You know what I mean? He's always been kind of an acquired, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. Rennie said how the Bears expect the Bills. Oh, yeah, in preseason, anything goes. You know what I'm saying? The real bullets about to start flying. The real bullets about to start flying for sure. Everybody's 0-0 right now. Everybody's 0-0 right now. And matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and just get us started. Let's talk about a little bit of this college football, because college football got their start last weekend, and we had some real deal games. I don't know if y'all tuned in to any of them, but we had some very good matchups, highlighted, of course, by Texas, number 1 Texas, I should say, going on the road to defending champions, number 3 Ohio State. And honestly, this score is a lot closer than this game was for a lot of the part. Well, the game never got out of hand. It's still a low scoring game for sure. These are two phenomenal defenses for sure. Highlighted by two new full-time starters. Arch had two or three spot starts, over this last year or whatever. But this year, stepping in as the day one guy, the true to life starter for the Texans. Julian Saying, top flight recruit, stepping in and taking over for Will Howard, won the championship last year. And I won't lie, man, this isn't a bad loss for Texas on the road against the defending champs. I still don't understand. I never liked this ranking anyway. And the fact that OSU had dropped to 3, I thought they were 2 for the longest. Then they dropped to 3, but no, it was a rough day for Arch Manning right out the gate. Right out the gate, man. I think he put one in the dirt to a wide open receiver on an out route, like almost either his first or second throw of the game. And then it didn't get much better for the next 3.5 quarters. It was just an all-around rough day. There was some spots where there were some spots where he settled down, but it was on the whole, on the total, it was definitely a rough day. The touchdown pass he ended up throwing in the fourth quarter to get them to 10. It's a nice ball, but too little, too late. Holding on to the ball, waiting too late, not throwing with anticipation, inaccuracy. That's what was most startling to me. Because some of that stuff is going to be, you're young, you're adjusting, first game in, big stage, you know what I mean? Like, there's going to be some of that. But the inaccuracy that's what had me a little worried. That's what had me a little worried. Let me see, what else is going on? What else is going on? Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick made his coaching debut, University of North Carolina, and they get smoked. They get smoked by TCU 48-14. Oh, man. I mean, I didn't expect Bill to step in and just dominate right out the gate, especially North Carolina. It's not a powerhouse program that's already got built-in talent ready to go. You know, he didn't step into Georgia, didn't step into Ohio State. He didn't step into none of that. He stepped into UNC. So it was going to be a process, but boy, I tell you, that got ugly in a hurry. That got ugly in a hurry. And it's one thing, I mean, they lost, they got blew out, but then the way they lost too. Very un-Belichickian. All right? Belichick's defense gave up over 540 yards of total offense, 260 of those rushing. I don't know how Bill didn't have a I don't want to jinx him either because he is old, so I ain't going to say that. I don't know how he didn't have an episode. I don't know if Bill can remember the last time he got it put on him like that. But I'm anxious to see how they bounce back and just how rough this season gets. I just can't wait. I got to keep up with Bill and just see how this season plays out. See how this season plays out for him. But yeah, let's see. What else we got? I want to go ahead and get into this. Oh! And y'all forgive me. We got some money to talk about. Where's my heading? Don't matter. Michael Parsons cashed out. Michael Parsons cashed out by Green Bay, traded from Dallas. Let me get my title together. Now, also, y'all keep in mind, it's the first one back. We're going to work out all the kinks. For sure. We just got to get in the door. We're going to find our groove. Michael Parsons traded from the Cowboys to Green Bay. This was, I still didn't see this coming for sure. Dallas has been a circus for a long time. So that's no surprise. That's no surprise at all. Oh, I'm tripping. See? Keandre, where you at? Keandre's supposed to remind me. I'm sitting there like, man, I keep going back and forth with these posts. Here we go. Yeah, y'all see what you said. Cash money for sure. Cashed out. But yeah, getting back to it. So the way this whole thing played out with Dallas and Jerry and Micah and David Mulugeta, Micah's agent. Like just this whole fiasco was I don't even know what to call it. Terrible, embarrassing, tragic. There's a lot of words I would use to describe it. None of them complimentary. And it's not even the fact that they traded him. I still don't think they should have traded him, mind you. But if you are going to trade him, okay. But just if he was going to be traded, and especially with Jerry trying to put all the spin on it, and the Dallas media putting all the spin on it, that this was something that was under consideration and had been in the works. Well, that can't be the case because you tanked his value. If that was the case, you would have traded him prior to the draft and really got a chance to probably cash out. Now they still got a decent haul. I don't think they got enough. For not for the player you gave away, but it was a decent deal. But I think that Green Bay bought low. I still think that Green Bay came away as the winner in this trade scenario. Two firsts, and Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark, a very solid player. Don't get me wrong, a very solid starter, right? If he's roughly 30, I think he's turning 30 this season. So not old by any stretch, but he's on the other side of the hill, respectfully. He's 30, 31. Cam Hayward on my Steelers. Y'all see what's going on. Y'all know what's going on with big nation business. We still in the building. But y'all see what's going on with my dog Cam Hayward. Trying to get paid. He was an all-pro last year and threatening to hold out 4 days for the Steelers season start because he wants more money. And so Kenny Clark, and I don't think Kenny Clark is the player that Cam Hayward is or his career. I don't think he, over the course of his career to this point, even that. But so yeah, you got a guy who's maybe he's definitely on the tail end of his prime, if that. And I think at his best, I think he was a very good complimentary player. He's a B-level player. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. He's a hell of a player. I want to say he may have a Pro Bowl or two under his belt, right? So he's not a scrub by any means, but he's not elite. He's not transcendent. He's not, dare I say it, this word is abused. I hate saying it. He's not generational. Or at least in that caliber of that ilk. You know what I mean? Like that consideration. And so Michael Parsons is a truly special player and a difference maker anywhere he goes. Two bottom of the first for one. It's not like these are top 10 likely first round selections. Green Bay picked 25 last year without Micah. Now they got a receiver in the first round, Matthew Golden, who's probably going to be a stud. And then now you add top 4 or 5 defensive player in the league to this roster that was already competitive, right? And they went from 23 to what? Do we think they're going to be worse? I don't think so. I think that division is opening wide up. I don't know what Detroit's going to look like minus Ben Johnson and their defense coordinator, Aaron Glenn. 2 new coordinators on offense and defense. Y'all remember what happened to the Eagles last time that happened? Boy, Nick Sirianni almost got fired. Just that fast. So I don't know what Detroit's going to look like replacing 2 coordinators, especially Ben Johnson, as highly regarded as he's been in the league over these last 2-3 years. And then the Bears, right? Ben Johnson goes to the Bears. He's got a reclamation project for a young Caleb Williams. So, I expect them to improve, but I don't expect them to be contenders, right? Same thing with the Vikings, who rebounded nicely with Sam Darnold, had a resurgent year, got himself paid and got out of there and then got himself paid. Let me say it right. And so now you got rookie J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy, I liked a lot. I liked him coming in when he was coming into that draft, and I didn't expect to. I thought he was going to be an overblown hype job or whatever. But once I actually watched this film, I liked it. So I see it. Like, I felt like I saw it. Like, whatever it is that the Vikings saw or other teams at the time that were talking about him being a top 10 caliber pick, that type of thing, like, I saw it. I did. But still, raw, inexperienced, right? Missed his whole rookie year with an injury. And so he's a super freshman. You know what I mean? So what are we expecting from the Vikings? I don't know if they're going to be as good as they were for 14 games last year with Sam Darnold. How can they? So I expect them to take a step back as well. And so that division is wide open. That division is wide open. And so, yeah, I don't know. I think Green Bay's going to come to the forefront of that division for sure. I definitely do. I definitely do. And so, yeah, I think that first round pick, especially the one for this next year, that pick is going to be somewhere between 25 and 30. And then let's say, why would we expect them to move backwards? This is a young team. I think Green Bay was the youngest team in the league on average age and starting caliber players for like 2 years in a row, or 2 years ago for sure. And I think maybe even last year, or somewhere close near the top of that. So it's a young ascending team who's only getting better. Those picks will be at the bottom of the first round. And what kind of pass rushers are we getting down there? Outside of a guy who falls through the cracks, or a guy that probably outplays his draft positioning or pedigree, like a TJ Watt. TJ Watt played defensive end for 1 year at Wisconsin. And he went in the bottom of the first. Thank God to my Steelers. Shout out to the Cowboys for drafting Taco Charlton. Shout out to y'all. We appreciate you. And so, yeah, what players are you getting back? Who are you getting back for Michael Parsons that's worth it? It's not enough. It's flat out not enough. And I don't want to hear anything about the money. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. The money's always the money. It costs what it costs. It's the NFL. The wrong players get paid all the time. So I don't want to hear anything about people not want to pay the right player. Tua Tagovailoa is a $55 million a $55 million a year quarterback. Trevor Lawrence is a $55 million a year quarterback. Brock Purdy. And I like Brock. Y'all know I do. I've defended Brock. I've championed Brock. I've tried to give him his slack. I've tried to give him his credit for what he is. And I think, at times he can be a little underappreciated player. Or not just him, players like him. The Jared Goffs of the world, the Kirk Cousins, the Brock Purdys. The Tuas to a certain extent. These guys can get undervalued because they don't have the flash of a Justin Herbert when he walks in the room. They don't grab your attention like Josh Allen. You know what I mean? 6'5", 240. A Lamar Jackson. You know what I mean? Just they don't have that going for them. And so, yeah, we underappreciate them a little bit. They can be every bit as productive. But, it is what it is. So I say all that to say, I don't want to hear anybody tell me that Michael Parsons isn't worth every penny of them $47 million. Of them $47 million per year in new money that Green Bay gave him. Worth every penny. Worth every penny. And yeah, he reset the market because he was the player to do so. So this 47 makes him the highest paid 9 quarterback in the league, and by a good deal. I think we've seen that title change hands so many times. Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, and Jamar Chase, and now Michael Parsons. And it makes sense for Micah to make the jump that he did because he's he's just entering his prime. He's 26 years old. He's 26 years old. He's still on his rookie contract. Let it sink in. He's on his 5th year option. He's 26. He's just entering his prime. So, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I give him that 47 in a heartbeat. Absolutely. I beat you to it. Yeah, he's 26. And this is the thing as well, we forget. He's still new to the position. Especially in the NFL for sure, but he's still new to the position. He was a stand-up line, he was a stack linebacker in college. In college, they moved him. Yeah, I think he was a pass rusher initially, and then he got moved to stack backer. Or am I saying it backwards? I can't remember now. I know he had more snaps as stack linebacker than defensive end in college. When the Cowboys drafted him, they drafted him to replace Sean Lee. He was going to be the captain of the defense in the middle of that defense. Tank Lawrence gets hurt. They ask him to put his hand in the dirt, and ain't nobody looked back since. He's 26 on his rookie deal. And when it's time to get paid, and matter of fact, before I even go there, let's talk about what he did. I got some numbers for us. You know, I love a good stat or two. 4 years, 52 and a half sacks. He's never had less than double-digit sacks in the league in any year he's been in here, in any year he's played, including last year where he missed 4 games. He missed 4 games. He still put up 12 or 13 sacks last year. So what's that at a full 17-game clip? The 12 or 13 last year, missing 4 games, playing injured all year. Maybe that's good for 16, 17. Trey Henderson led the league with 17 and a half. Might have been Michael Parsons if he's healthy that whole year. 9 forced fumbles and a touchdown. Defensive Rookie of the Year. 4-time Pro Bowler. 4 years, 4 Pro Bowls. And 3 All-Pros. 2 first team, 1 second team. He's only not been an All-Pro his rookie year. And that's the year he was a Pro Bowler and was Defensive Rookie of the Year of the league. Come on, man. That's the guy we don't pay? What are we doing? What are we talking about? There's nothing to talk about. So, yeah, no, I don't care what nobody says, man. If we have to pick a winner or loser, Dallas lost his deal. Dallas lost his deal. You're not drafting Michael Parsons. Don't say, well, we're going to go to the draft and get good players. No, the point of the draft, you did what you're supposed to do in the draft. You got good players. Let me see. May, this thing, what's going on? First off, May, I don't recognize you. Where are you from? What's your team? Let's get into it. She said, is it crazy to think there's a better chance that Philly covers the spread tomorrow than Dallas winning? I don't see Dallas winning at all. So that's how. What's the spread? I'm not sure what the spread is, though. I'm not sure what the spread is. Philly at home, opening, you know what I'm saying? Opening season kickoff, Super Bowl celebrations. Emotions are high. Feelings are high. Excitement's high. That stadium's going to be rocking. It's going to be nuts. This is they're still a very young team. They've got a nice mix of young ascending players and established quality veterans. Lane Johnson's going into like year 12, right? Lane Johnson's, he's getting up there a little bit. Still a top 2, 3 tackle in the league, right? You got Jordan Mailata. He was playing rugby. He was playing Australian football 5 years ago. Now he's an all-pro left tackle. And he's a guy, Jordan Mailata, the left tackle for the Eagles, for whatever reason, he doesn't give, I don't know if we don't talk about him enough as a premier left tackle or as the premier left tackle. He's in that type of conversation for me. But we don't talk about him like that. I almost feel like he almost flies under the radar in those conversations. Because, of course, we think about the ageless wonder, Trent Williams, right? Man, I hate to see Rashawn Slater go down because I was a big Rashawn Slater guy coming in. Tristan Wirfs went from right to left, and he's a top guy as well. But, man, I'm telling you, for whatever reason, it feels like Jordan Mailata, his name isn't mentioned enough. Or we say too many names before we say his name. How about that? But now, what's that spread, man? Oh, okay, I see. Okay, May's a Birds fan. Okay, and the spread is 8.5. Ooh, 8.5 is steep. Matter of fact, no, you know what? You know what, May? If I was a betting man, I'm buying the points. I think they do. Because I think, what's my score on that game? I think I did do a prediction. All right, matter of fact, well, man, we done talked ourselves into it. Cowboys at the Eagles. May didn't let us know the spread is minus 8.5. And I'm buying it. I've got Dallas. I've got the Eagles winning this game 27-17. 27-17 was my prediction for this game. If the spread's 8.5, then you got 1.5 to spare. But honestly, I think just with all the dysfunction going on with the Cowboys right now, regardless of what anybody in Dallas media says, regardless of what Jerry says, regardless of anybody, that locker room is in shambles right now. Guys like CeeDee Lamb, guys like Dak Prescott, guys that the money guys on this team. DeRon Bland just got paid, and I can appreciate Jerry's savviness because he could have did that deal or announced that deal anytime he wanted to, but he had that in the tuck. So when the Micah deal happened and they were going to catch all the bad press that they did or being, all the people questioning their decisions, well, then show that you spend some money. You know what I mean? So now Drake say, no, we ain't got no problem spending money. Here's 4 for 92 to Deron Bland. Now, I don't know what that means for Trayvon Diggs going forward, how much longer he's got in Dallas, but we'll see. Let me see. Uh-oh. May came back. She said Mulata should have been the top rated left tackle this past year. Let me think about it. On the surface, I don't disagree. I think so. I'm not going to lie to you. And, I'm trying to remember. I do like my own all-pro teams and things like that at the end of the years, just like my thoughts or rankings. Hold on. Let me fix mine. There we go. But now I'm thinking off the top of my head. If you ask me right now the top 5 left tackles in the league, then yeah, I'm going Mulata, Trent Williams still up there, Tristan Wirfs, Rashawn Slater when he's healthy. Man, I hate that for him. He just got cashed out, and I think he tore was it an Achilles or maybe an ACL? And then who would be 5? Who are we missing? I don't know. I can't even think of 5 right now, but he's definitely in that top 4. And then of those 4 that I just listed, right? Slater, Wirfs, Mulata, and Trent Williams. Trent Williams is my age, man. Trent Williams is like 35, 36. He's an ageless wonder, but he's older. He's missing more and more time. It's time for him to pass that torch. And so between Wirfs, Slater, and Mulata, I would go Wirfs and Mulata over Slater last year. Slater's nice, though. I'm a big Slater guy, so I don't say that lightly. Yeah, I agree. I was trying to think about it, and I don't disagree at all with you, man. I don't disagree with you at all. May said my only word for tomorrow is how will Pickens do, because we got a Dory Jackson getting important snaps, and I don't trust him. Ooh, man, and that hurts my soul. I understand why my Steelers had to do what we had to do. I understand why, but I still didn't feel great about it. And if I'm being honest, I still don't feel great about it right now. You see, we still need another receiver. But no, I'm thinking, honestly, GP's a baller, man. And he's one of those guys where he's supremely talented. I think, and I've debated folks about just how good George Pickens, not even what he is, but what he can be. He's got the best ball. He's got the best ball skills in the league right now, and it's probably been like that since he got into the league. Legitimately. 3 years into the league, I want to say. Yeah, I think he's played 3 years. This is his 4th year. He's probably got 2 of the 10 greatest catches we've ever seen in the history of the league. One of them as a rookie. That's every bit as good as the catch that Odell made, the catch that made Odell a star against the Giants. I mean, so he's a stud, immature. His motor runs a little hot and cold. You know what I mean? So there's all that, but I think Dallas would be good for him. Because one thing I will say, and I think Dak Prescott probably gets a little more hate than he probably should, right? But Dak's going to air that thing out. CeeDee Lamb, I think, had 150 targets last year. So there's room for somebody else who can produce or step up. And the good thing about George Pickens is he doesn't need much. And I'm not saying this is who he is. You know what I'm saying? So the comparison police, wherever y'all at, chill. All right? But much in the way that Randy Moss affected games, 3 for 140 and 2 touchdowns. That's what George Pickens does for an offense. That's exactly what he could do for an offense. And honestly, that'll be enough. That's more than enough. That's enough for anybody. But when you've got a guy like CD who's so dangerous in the intermittent part of the field, who is going to live majority of the time, he's going to live and thrive between the hashes, right? Breaking boys off one-on-one, 2-way goals, running away from guys in space on crossers and things like that, rub routes, things like that. You get him up and get the ball in his hands. He's nice with the ball in his hands, run at the catch. He's tougher probably than we give him credit for. We don't talk about his toughness. tough player as well. So I really like CeeDee Lamb, and George Pickens is exactly what they've been looking for. They wanted to get that deep threat to stretch the field and take the, relieve some of that underneath pressure off of CeeDee Lamb. They wanted to get that from an aging Brandon Cooks. Well, now he wasn't that guy no more. You know what I mean? Amari Cooper went before they sent him out. He wasn't that guy anymore either. He wasn't really that guy either. So this is what they've needed. Now, can and will Dak get on the ball? I think he will. And the thing about Dak Prescott, or the thing about GP is George Pickens, it ain't got to be a perfect pass. Shit. We had Kenny Pickett throwing on the ball, Mason Rudolph, Mitch Trubisky. You know what I mean? So George Pickens is the type of guy, honestly, man. Yeah, Dory Jackson in trouble. Yeah, I'll tell you that. Dory Jackson in trouble. Yeah. Long story short, Dory Jackson in trouble. I got distracted talking about my former Steelers brethren, George Pickens. Oh man, hold on. Speaking of the Steelers, hey, y'all know what time. Hey man, hey D-Dot, hey, we in here, baby. Hey, Big Nation in the building. Come on, man. D-Dot, what's going on? What's going on, man? Yeah, man, we back. It's been a while, but we back. Dory Jackson in trouble. Dory Jackson in trouble. And I was surprised to see that Dory Jackson was named the starter because, what's going on with Keely Ringo? That's what I want to know. He's been there for 4 years now, hasn't cracked that starting lineup. I thought, this year would have been the year. With Darius Slay, them moving on from Darius Slay, you've got Quinyon Mitchell, stud, right? You've got Cooper DeJean. You know what I'm saying? He got a little sauce. Cooper DeJean, because he got a little sauce. You know what I'm saying? You got him. So there's your number one corner and your slot locked up. So I thought this would be the year that Keely Ringo steps into that spot that Darius Slay vacated. But Dory Jackson, I think he just signed this offseason. He comes in and wins that spot. So, and Dory Jackson, he's been solid. Not standout, but he's been solid over his career. He had time with the Giants, time with the Titans. If I remember right, he was solid coming out of USC, his draft. I can't remember where I had him ranked as far as a prospect. He wasn't the number one corner for sure, but I'm pretty sure he was in that 5 to 10 range when he would have been coming out. I want to say he was coming out of USC if I remember right. But no, but a solid guy, solid character. But no, he's I wouldn't go as far as to call him a stud, especially defending George Pickens up the field. So if that's the matchup, then they're in trouble. They're in trouble. Let me see what else we got going on. May says she feel like Sidney Brown and Makuba would share snaps. I just had 0 reliable cornerbacks outside of Q and Coop. I really like Sidney Brown. That's Chase Brown's twin brother, running back from the Bengals. I liked him a lot coming out of, was that Illinois? I want to say that was Illinois. And Andrew McCool was a stud as well. A little undersized. I liked his film a lot as well coming out of Texas last year. I thought Makuba was, didn't Makuba starting? Was Makuba named the actual starter at free safety? Or am I tripping? But either one, they're two young guys. I would want them both on the field. I'm fans of them both. For sure. Sidney Brown was a hell of an athlete. Him and his brother, I think they both ran 4.3. They're a little undersized as well. I think he's right around 6 foot. I want to say he was right around 190 pounds. It's not an overly big guy, but he flies and he throws his body around like a missile, if I'm remembering right. And then McCool was a stud. Still same similar kind of build, a little thin, little undersized maybe, but flies, makes plays. So I like McCool a lot as well. Hey, sis, he's too unpredictable, George. Exactly. That's why we made the move. He's just too unpredictable. And then especially in Pittsburgh, man, as much as I love him, he's top 5 all time, dead or alive. I don't care what you say, Antonio Brown. But man, he left a mark on Pittsburgh, man. And we just can't get too close to, we're not going back down that path. And for different reasons, because we never worried about AB on the field. Anybody who talks about AB, the first or second thing they say is the hardest working player you've ever seen in practice. No question. Nobody's ever questioned him on the field, but everything else was an issue. GP, I ain't never heard nothing about GP off the field at all, but on the field we got to worry about him. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. Damn, I ain't gonna lie, I still hope he does well. And what's crazy, if GP has 70 catches, if GP gets to 70 catches, that's 1,200 yards. And probably 15 touchdowns. Like, that's the type of that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. That's the type of production he's got. That's the type of potential production that he has. I think Dak and them are gonna give him the ball. Hey, man, my dog, man. Hey, the captain of the ship, man. Shout out to my dog Keandre and this thing, man. Hey, back in the building. Back in the building. What's going on, man? Sis in the building said what's happening? Yes, sir. My dog D-Dot, man. Hey, man. Hey, I'm excited, bro. For one, we finna spank the Jets on Sunday. That's number one. But D-Dot, man, tell me, man, what you thinking for us, man? What you think that record gonna look like? What you think our record gonna look like, bro? I ain't gonna lie. I think it starts easy. The first half of our schedule is definitely easier than that second half for sure. The second half gets brutal, gets rough. It's been like that for the last few years. But that first half, that first 8 games, we've got a chance to build some momentum. We've got a chance to get a little run going, especially right out the gate. Those first 4 games right out the gate are very winnable, bro. Those first 4 are very winnable. Then week 5, we play the Bengals. You feel me? Now, it's in Cincinnati, right? I think we split with them last year. You know what I'm saying? But it's in Cincinnati. But I don't care about none of that. That's a winnable game, too. It's still Cincinnati. You know what I mean? Keandre said, what's the deal, classmate? Hey, you know, we back, though. We back. Matter of fact, man, did anybody welcome May to the family? Hey, somebody shout out May in the chat. May, you one of them members now. You one of them members now, May. You one of them members now. Somebody say what's up to May in the chat, man. Welcome her to the game. She one of them members now. Hey, family, because what's going on, man? What your Chiefs gonna do on Friday? I'm not gonna lie. I can't wait to see the Chiefs. The Chiefs, how they season turns out, man. It's looking like the Chiefs may take a step back, man. It's looking. I mean, it's been as crazy as it is to say, right? People have been saying it for the last, let's say, 2 seasons, like, the Chiefs are slowing down. People are catching up. They're done. And yet again, they in the Super Bowl. Now they got smoked, but they was there. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm wondering if this might be the year. If this might be the year that maybe somebody in that AFC West catches them. Maybe somebody in that AFC West catches them, man. Denver's ascending. Sean Payton got Bo Nix looking like, you know what I'm saying, looking like a very capable young quarterback. We should assume that he's only going to get better. I love the draft pick of RJ Harvey. Yeah, RJ Harvey out of Central Florida. I won't lie to y'all. RJ Harvey was either my RB 1 or 2 coming into this draft, I want to say. Nah, maybe not 1. He was in my top. Now I had to pull the list. I'd have said that. He was in my top 3, 4 for sure. I want to say he was in my top 3, 4 for sure. I was very high on RJ Harvey. I like Bashal Tootin a lot. I wasn't as high on Amari Hampton, honestly. I wasn't too high on Amari Hampton. Oh, yeah, Genty. Genty was a stud. But Bashal Tootin and RJ Harvey was in the top 5 for me. Amari Hampton was in the 5 for sure. And who am I missing? I liked a lot of the off the beaten path kind of prospects in this year's running back class. This year's running back class is deep as hell, though. It was like 25 deep, legitimately. For sure. D-Dot said we going to the second round. Bruh, hey. For sure, from your lips to God's ears, bro, we got to win a playoff game this year, man. We got to win a playoff game this year, dog. And honestly, the thing about it is, realistically, like, people like to talk about, like, man, y'all haven't won a playoff game in such and such years. Bro, we haven't been a legitimate playoff team in about 8, 9 years. You know what I mean? Like, we've overachieved. We took Kenny Pickett, Mason Rudolph, and Mitchell Trubisky to the playoffs against Josh Allen. We shouldn't even been there. Did you hear those three quarterbacks? Where are those three guys at now? Kenny Pickett's been on 3 teams in 3 months. He was our starter. Mitch Trubisky, he done fell back off the face of the earth. When's the last time somebody seen Mitch Trubisky? I don't know where he's at now. Did he go back to Buffalo to be a backup? Maybe. And then Mason Rudolph went to Tennessee, where he had to fight where he went back and forth over the starting job with Will Levis, whose days may be numbered in the league. I don't know how much longer he's got, but man, he's flaming out. It was ugly. Then he comes back home to Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. Those are the guys that we've had. And we've been competitive. We beat Joe Burrow with those guys. We beat Lamar Jackson with those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. So that's why I don't even feel bad when people say, man, y'all ain't won a playoff game. Shit. Would y'all with those 3 characters, whose team would win a playoff game with pick either one of them. Pick Mitch Trubisky, Kenny Pickett, or Mason Rudolph. Pick any of the 3 for your team. How many do you win a playoff game? Do you finish above 500? Do you win 10 games? Are you leading your division after 12 weeks? A division that has Lamar and Joe Burrow? This is what we forget. Justin Fields? Russ? Come on, man. Come on, man. I don't give a damn what y'all say. A-Rod, man, A-Rod, it's not 2015. I know. But I don't give a damn what y'all say. A-Rod can give me more than what I got from them. From my last 5 starting quarterbacks are Russell Wilson, Justin Fields, Mason Rudolph, Mitchell Trubisky, and Kenny Pickett. That's the last 5. You know who he had before then? We had a guy named Duck Hodges. His first name is Duck. Come on, man. We went to the playoffs with Duck Hodges. Man, y'all ready to get out of my face, man. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't give a damn how good Andy Reid is. He can't take... Duck Hodges not taking the Chiefs to the playoffs. I don't give a damn how good the Ravens roster is. Mason Rudolph not taking the Ravens to the playoffs. No. Y'all gotta get off my back. Yeah, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. The second half of our season always is crazy. Oh, man. Hey, Day One Game Jarrell in the building, man. Hey, Day One Game Jarrell in the building. What's going on, big dog? What's up, man? Yeah, man. Hey, we back. We back. Oh, yeah. Hey, I see the love. I see the love for May. Welcome to the family. Hey, May one of the members now, y'all. Yeah. What's the deal? May, you one of the members now. I see y'all what's ups in the building. Yeah, we back. We back. Hey, Keon just said we got help on the line now. Well, the young guy, if you talk about the young guy from Ohio State, he's a stud, though. He is a stud, but he was injured. He's recovering from the knee. He did look good in preseason, but, you know, when the live bullets start firing, I mean, I don't know. We still got to see, though. You know, we still got to see once these live bullets start firing. And honestly, this Chargers defense is pretty stout. Like, what's your young guy Simmons? Yeah, what's young Simmons gonna do with Khalil Mack week 1 in Brazil? Prime time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know just yet. Y'all still got trouble. Y'all still don't have a dependable running game. Pacheco is a 3-yard and cloud of dust guy. You know what I mean? He'll burst one, runs hard, runs angry, but doesn't have much sauce, doesn't have much wiggle, doesn't make many people miss. He's gonna run into you, and then either he's gonna keep running, he's gonna run you over, or he's gonna go down with a fight, but he's gonna go down. You know what I mean? So, and then what? Kareem Hunt, I think he still got brought back for one more year. Them legs died after about 6 games last year. Them legs died, boy. Y'all cut Carson Steele. He probably need to be cut. But he was a fan favorite. You cut him. So I don't know, man. And then what? You got Rashee Rice suspended for the first 6 games. Xavier Worthy, okay, does he take a big step forward in year 2? You know, who knows, right? Travis Kelce, boy, he had dead legs all last year. He's only a year older. So I thought he ran out of gas last year. If y'all win that Super Bowl, he probably walks off into the sunset. He comes back from one more ride. But I don't know how much you're gonna really get out of him. So I don't know, man. It's a lot of heavy lifting for Pat right now, man, on that Chiefs team. But the thing about it, Pat and Andy can get it done, though. Pat and Andy can't find a way to get it done, especially with Spags in that defense. If Spags in that defense keep it up and play to the level that they have these last 2 years, really carrying that team and being the backbone of that team, then, yeah, Patty can make enough plays, man, in crunch time. Because it might get ugly, for 3 quarters or so. But if it's a 4-point game in the fourth quarter and Pat got the ball, that's a dub. You can cancel Christmas. It don't matter what he did. He might have threw 2 interceptions, had a stupid fumble. But if the game is close, we got time for one more drive and Pat's got the ball, he can still go get a bucket, man. He can still go get a bucket. And they did a lot of that this last year, and they did that all the way to the Super Bowl. So, but yeah, we're going to see, man. Yeah, John Simmons. No, he did. He has looked good. We got to see him with the live bullets, though. They said they just scattered across the land. Hey, D-Dot. Skylar Thompson balled, bro. Skylar Thompson balled. I want. He should be the backup over Mason right now, man. He should be the backup over Mason. I think Mason played his ass off 2 years ago when he stepped in for Kenny Pickett for us. And he played his ass off, man, for 2-3 games. Got some dubs. That game in Seattle, right? Made a couple big passes there. Down the field to George Pickens. The game in Cincinnati, George Pickens again. I think George Pickens went to the crib twice. 2 40 or 50-yard touchdown catches in that game. You know what I mean? So he can, but I think that was a flash, and now he's settled back down into what he is. Because this preseason for Mason was ugly, man. Especially that week 3, and Skylar didn't ball. So I'm glad we kept him, because it was looking like they was talking about they was going to cut him because they drafted Will Howard. They want to make sure they get him, but Will Howard, the excuse of his hand, we got to put him on IR. But no, I definitely, right now, I trust Skylar Thompson more so than I trust Mason Rudolph, for sure. I definitely do. What's that going on? Hey, man, y'all heard what he said. Hey, he said it's 90 y'all here. We got 7 likes, man. Hey, ain't no free rides, man. Y'all heard my dog. Ain't no free rides. Come on, man. Tap in with your dog, man. The 3 amigos. We still in the building. Like, share, subscribe, man. Shout out to my dog Keandre, man. Holding us down. He said, Mac is a big order to fill for any rookie, but we got faith he's going to do the job. Yeah, no, for sure. And that's going to be a good test for him right there week 1. Now, luckily, Mac is getting another year older. He's still playing good ball, but Mac got to be about 33, 34. You know what I mean? So, older Mac against a rookie Josh Simmons, that's a good test for him. That's definitely a good test for him. And then Mac's actually, that division, he's going to have his hands full all year. Mason Crosby in that division, Khalil Mack. Denver's got 2 guys that are kind of underrated, but they ball. I love Nick Benito. I really liked Nick Benito coming out of Oklahoma, 2-3 years ago for Denver. And then the other guy, Jonathan Cooper. Shout out to my dog Coop. One of my best friends from college. His name Jonathan Cooper as well. But Jonathan Cooper for the Broncos. So that division, he's gonna get tested a lot in that division, period. For sure. Hey man, see why you want to bring up old stuff. You want to talk about old stuff. Did you forget where I told you Justin Fields and Russell Westbrook and Russell Wilson? I'm gonna say Russell Westbrook. Come on, man. Yeah, that was ugly though. Y'all had y'all business though. Y'all definitely did. She had a 7th grade scrimmage. First off, why you had a 7th grade scrimmage? Nephew scrimmage yesterday. 8th grade. Shout out to my nephew, matter of fact. My nephew had his 8th grade football scrimmage yesterday. He scored a 2-point conversion. You know what I mean? Got into the paint. We'll take them 2 points. You know what I'm saying? Jarrell was saying he can take one of them quarterbacks to the playoffs, but hey, don't be so sure. Don't be so sure. Half y'all was trying to bench Jalen Hurts after the first 6 weeks of the season. Half y'all was ready to bench Jalen Hurts after the first 6 weeks because he started a little slow. Man, what you think y'all gonna do with 6 weeks of Mason Rudolph? Boy, you crazy. Hell no. Hell no. Nick Sirianni would have got fired at the bye week if he had had 6 weeks of Mason Rudolph. Ain't no way. Yeah, ain't no way. Let me see. Ah, he said just remind me. Yeah. I mean, it was, we'll see. We'll see how many more days in the sun y'all got. We'll see how many more days in the sun y'all got. Oh yeah, no, I know you was holding it down. Hey, look, hey, Jarrell, you right. You had Kenny as a backup. And then what y'all do the first chance y'all could? Y'all got rid of him as soon as y'all could. Y'all was like, look, we can't even keep him as the backup. Get him out of here. Y'all sent him to Cleveland. Cleveland didn't even want. Cleveland was like, you know what, man? Thank you, but no thanks, Philly. Vegas, y'all can have him. This guy, he started for me. He started for me, bruh. Come on, man. He started for me, dog. It was rough. It's been rough in these Steelers streets, man. We've been overachieving. We've been overachieving. A matter of fact, I know May was in here earlier holding it down for your Eagles. I gave my prediction. Matter of fact, let me add it to the score. I do have the Eagles winning the game. And honestly, I don't think it'll be particularly close. I had a 27-17 Eagles is what I think. Like I said, I just think that Cowboys team is in disarray, man. That Cowboys team is in complete disarray. You've got a new coach that nobody really wanted to be the coach. And then you get rid of the best player on the team. The locker room split behind that. You've got Dak Prescott coming back from injury. You've got Tyler, that offensive line, you still need to replace some key pieces there. Tyler Guyton's got to step up at right tackle going from right tackle to left tackle, right? And he was already a raw athlete converting to right tackle in college, and then he gets drafted in the first round to be the left tackle of the Dallas Cowboys. He took some lumps last year, so how big is his improvement this year? You draft Tyler Booker in the first round. I like the pick, and I seen that one coming. You know what I mean? I see that coming. But I like his mindset. I like his attitude. I like the demeanor he plays with. So I think he's going to be nice there. You've already got and he's the guy stepping in to replace Zach Martin, who was an all-world guard. You've got Tyler Smith at the other guard, who's a complete stud. You've got a young center in Cooper Beebe. Right tackle is still being held down by Terrence Steele, who's a C-level player, best case. Jake Ferguson. I mean, so Cowboys, man, I don't know. Then that Eagles defense, 6 or 7 deep across the defensive line. I do want to see Jalen Carter duke it out with Tyler Booker, though. That's going to be a matchup to watch. I'm going to be watching on trenches tomorrow night for sure. I want to see Jalen Carter mix it up with the young guy, the young bull, man, with Tyler Booker. And also Tyler Smith. That's a heavyweight matchup, boy. That's a heavyweight. Jalen Carter and Tyler Smith in the trenches, man, look, y'all don't even know. Man, that's George Foreman and Ernie Shavers, man. Y'all don't even know. I'm talking about heavy hitters, man. I'm talking about guys that throw bowling balls for hands. That's the type of matchup that is. I can't wait to see it. But Jarrell, give me a score, man. What you think? What your Eagles gonna do tomorrow night to them Cowboys? What's the score you got? I got 27-17 Eagles. Let me know what you got. He said, hey, you know what? Hey, I hope you're right, man. I'm not going to lie. I think we are going to start. We should start good. The second half of the season will be really tell it, because that's where the schedule definitely picks up a little bit. And then also, Aaron Rodgers, 41, 42 years old. You know what I mean? Them legs going to wear down. Them legs will probably wear down second half of the season as well. Our offensive line is a big question mark. Can we keep them standing up? Can we keep them healthy? So, but we've got a chance, man. We've got a real dark horse chance to be a thorn in the AFC side. Yeah. And you know what? And you know what? I ain't gonna lie, Keandre. Oh, look, Keandre, I hate to do it to you, Keandre. Damn. I hate to do it. I hate to do it, but I'm really leaning. I'm leaning Chargers. I'm leaning Chargers on that Friday night game, man. I'm leaning Chargers, and honestly, because of the stuff we was talking about earlier, man, like that offensive line with the young guy Simmons, like, you know, we got to see what he's gonna look like going against Khalil Mack week 1 in another country, South America, Friday Night Lights prime time. He's already rehabbing from an injury, from a drastic knee injury. You know what I mean? And so that's a big step up for him. Y'all got rid of Joe Tooney. Hey man, y'all kind of did Joe Tooney dirty, man. Keandre, y'all did Joe Tooney was an all-pro guard, a top 2 or 3 guard to lead for 3 years, 3 maybe 4 years. Y'all tackles are so bad, he goes out to left tackle. He starts and plays well for about 4, 5 games at left tackle. He gets dominated in the Super Bowl, but he played well, out of position, and then you trade him. Damn, man. Turn your back on him. That's crazy. But I'm kind of leaning Chargers. But the thing about it, Keandre, is I don't trust Justin Herbert. So, like, if this game is close in any form or fashion, then Patty's going to get it done. Either Patty's going to get it done or Justin's going to shit the bed. But either way it goes, like, I just don't trust the game in Herbert's hands. So, can the Chargers win this game without having to rely on Herbert to make a clutch drive, to make a clutch? You know what I mean? Like those are just the moments he just doesn't stand up well to the test. He just doesn't. But I do think they're just a more talented team. Minus Rashad Slater, who we were just talking to May, a top 3, 4 tackle, left tackle in the league, if you ask me. You got Joe Alt, who was a stud at right tackle. I think they said they're going to swap Joe Alt from right to left to replace, to fill in for Rashad Slater this year. And so I think that'll probably be, I think he'll do well. He was a left tackle coming in. I wasn't as high on him as a left tackle. Or I was high on him, but he wasn't my number 1 left tackle, honestly. He wasn't my number 1 tackle. Who was my number 1 tackle? I don't care what y'all say. I had the guy that got drafted. He was a right tackle. He got drafted by the Titans to play left tackle. They're moving him back to right tackle. I can't think of his name right now. I loved his film though. But no, I think Alt's going to be okay on the left side. They bring Keenan Allen back home. You already got Ladd McConkey, who was a stud. We can say what we want to. He was a stud, and he produced. I like that Chargers defense led by Khalil Mack. They had some young, scrappy corners. Tahib Steele, nice late-round draft pick. He was a solid guy. You still got Derwin James. He's more of a rangy linebacker than safety these days, but he's still a difference maker. Still can make plays. You know what I mean? So I just think it just feels like the matchups just lean into Chargers, but at the same time, that Chiefs defense with Spags, they're going to come to play. They're also going to make it uncomfortable for Justin Herbert as well. Chris Jones still there, cashing big checks. My dog Keandre said, don't forget T1 Karlaftis. Hey, Karlaftis got his bag, man. Karlaftis got his bag. I ain't mad at it. Oh, matter of fact, Keandre, I'm gonna come right back to the Chiefs, man, with a score for you as well. Keandre said he's taking the Eagles to put it on them Cowboys. What's the score? Give me a number. My dog Day One Game Jarrell said he's going, 37-20. Yeah, that's a spanking. 37-20. And honestly, it's liable. It's very liable. You know what? I should have thought about it. You know what? I think you're right. They didn't gave away Michael Parsons on a defense that already couldn't stop a nosebleed, especially running the ball. Oh man, Saquon liable to go for $150 out the gate. Saquon liable to go for $150 out the gate. Kenny Clark, solid player, like I said before. Solid player, but he ain't enough by itself. Yeah, I think I had it 27-17. You might be right, Jarrell. This might be a 30 burger. They liable to touch 30. I might have sold them short by a touchdown. This could be 34-17. They could double them boys up. Hey, I like that. Hey, he said lean with a rock, but don't forget you gonna drop with him. Hey, I ain't mad at you. And that's the thing, bro. Like, I don't trust Justin Herbert, but I think, man, that Chiefs offense, like where are the points coming from for the Chiefs? That's what, like, I can't figure out where the points are coming from. Rashee Rice ain't there. Xavier Worthy, the speedy rookie receiver, he flashed. He had a couple moments, but I'm not ready to say that he's gonna be I don't know what to expect from him, especially week one. Like, he's still, I think, growing into his role and what type of player he's gonna be. I don't trust the running backs. This is running back by committee, and the committee is nothing special. You know what I mean? Like, the offensive line was problematic last year. You got the rookie coming off of a drastic injury at left tackle. You still got Jawan Taylor stealing money at right tackle. You know what I mean? Like, the guard, your center and guard, Creed Humphrey, and the other guard from Tennessee. Those are studs for sure. But, man, the Eagles got 6-7 guys they like to rush the passer with. You know what I mean? So Jalen Carter can duke it out with Creed Humphrey. Oh, wait. Yeah. Jalen Carter can duke it out with I'm tripping, man. I'm talking about Kansas City and Chargers. I'm getting confused. Don't confuse me, man. Let me see what else we got. Now, I do think the Chiefs, y'all defense not in question. Karlaftis is gonna get home for sure because he's getting single team. Ain't nobody doubling Karlaftis. You know what I mean? You don't double Robin. You know what I'm saying? He's still Robin. You don't double Robin. See, he better get home. He's gonna be singled up. He's gonna be singled up all day. So he better get home. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. It felt wrong. I ain't mad at y'all for what y'all did because y'all had Trey Smith. That's who it was. Y'all had to pay Trey Smith. He's the young guy. Joe Tooney, y'all cashed him out. He was the top paid guard when y'all brought him over from the Patriots. He had about 3-4 years of that good money. You know what I mean? He was starting to get a little older. He's not old, but he's getting older. I think he's about 32. And then also just the way y'all cap is tied up, there's a lot of guys making money, and so it's hard to pay top of the market money to Trey Smith when you're also still paying top dollar for Joe Tooney and Creed Humphrey. Did he get signed? Has he got his second contract yet, or is he eligible for extension after this year? Creed Humphrey's coming up. I think he's coming up. I don't think he's got signed yet. I think after this year, he'll be coming up. And so I can see why they made the move, but it still felt bad. I still felt bad for him a little bit. My dog Keandre said he's going 21-10 Kansas City. 21-10. I think it'd be a little closer than that, man. I don't 11 points, that feels a little wide. I definitely think this is a game, a 23-20 style of game, but I'm just not sure which way I want to lean because I can't trust Justin Herbert in crunch time. Like, I think if the Chargers win this game, they came out, they got a lead early, and then Kansas City ran out of time and couldn't come back. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I think I can see this game winning. I can see this game going. Like, I can see this game being like I can see it being like 14. Yeah, I can see it being like 14-7, 20-10, somewhere around the third quarter. Let's say like 20-10 in the third quarter. We're going to the fourth, and then it's like, okay, so can the Chargers keep pace and keep that 2-score lead on Kansas City, or does Kansas City come back or shorten it up 2017, and then Justin can't answer, and now y'all give the ball back to Patty and the Chiefs with 3 minutes to go, and it's a 3-point ball game. If it's 3 minutes going to a 3-point ball game, Patty's going down there and get the dub. That's a dub. You know what, Keandre? I think you just talked me into it, dog. You just talked me into it. I can't put no faith in Justin Herbert, man. I just can't. I can't put any faith in Justin Herbert to come through in the clutch when we need it, when Jordan's getting buckets. When Jordan goes down and get a bucket, can you return fire? When Kobe calls ISO and gets a bucket, can you return fire? You know what I mean? Like in the crunch time part of the game. Like that's what I don't trust for Justin Herbert. And I think I just talked through the game, 20-17. Justin Herbert, he either goes down and gets a three. He doesn't put the game away. It's going to be 2017 in the fourth. Justin Herbert either needs to run out the clock or go down to get a touchdown to put the nail in the coffin. And either they won't run out the clock or maybe they go down to get a field goal. And now Patty gets the ball back and a touchdown to win. And he's cashing that ticket. I'm going Kansas City. Keandre, you did it. I'm going Kansas City coming back in the fourth quarter with a game-winning touchdown drive from Patty Cake's Patrick Mahomes to get the dub. And we'll say, I don't know if I want to say 24-23 or 24-20. We'll say 24-20. You didn't talk me into it, Keandre. I'm going 24-20 Chiefs in a comeback victory. Comeback victory in Brazil. You didn't talk me into it. I was leaning Chargers. But now that we done talked it out, I can't trust Justin Herbert in the crunch time, man. It's going to be 2017 in the fourth. Herbert's going to get the ball back to Patty, and Patty's going to go out there and show him what it looks like. Show him what it's supposed to look like. Keandre said he's taking the Eagles in a big win as well, 31-10. Yeah, that's going to be, yeah. I might have sold him a little short. I had 27-17 because I think the Cowboys, I think the Eagles are going to come out on fire. I do. I think this one might start ugly. Like this could be 14-3 halfway through the first quarter. Like that type of game. You know what I mean? I can see something like that happening. And then I can see, maybe Dallas and Dak starting to kind of rally the troops. They go down, they get a score. I still think the Philly's going to score. But I think they kind of, I think they get going too late and Philly's just going to roll. I really do think Philly's going to roll, especially that run game as well. It's a lot of pressure on Kenny Clark with all the noise that Jerry Jones is talking in the media about the run game and how Michael was holding that defense back while they're so bad against the run. And then you bring in 30-year-old B-level Kenny Clark. And I don't mean that as a disrespect, like I said before. You know what, Keandre? Kenny Clark is a guy like a George Karlaftis. He's a very solid player. He's a very stud player, but he's not elite, man. He's not an elite difference maker, though. That's all. But he's still a very good player. But him by himself ain't enough to stop that machine that is the Eagles offense with Saquon running behind that line. Said Noah Gray gonna get some of those old Kelsey routes. X-Men gonna go one-on-one. And Kelsey gonna catch a post from 15. Man, that's a lot of faith you putting in Noah Gray. That's a lot of faith. That's a lot of faith you put in all those boys, man. There's a lot of faith you put in those guys. I mean, if they take a massive step forward, maybe. But like I said, you count on those guys taking a big step forward in year 2, right out the gate. For sure. My dog, Day One Game, Jarrell said he's going Kansas City 17-14. I definitely think this is going to be a lower scoring game. I think I end up going 24-20, but like this could have been 2017. I was playing with 2017, 2023. I end up going 24-20. But yeah, 23-20, 24-20, somewhere in there. I can see that. Here's the thing though, too. Let's not forget. These last few years, Patty's been a little loose with the pigskin, man, to start these seasons. Patty's been a little loose these last 2 years or so with the pigskin to start the season, man. Let's not forget. I want to say the last 2 seasons, for like the first 6 weeks through the season, he was leading the league in turnovers or some type of crazy stat like that. Either last year or the year before. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, let's say Khalil Mack gets around your rookie Simmons left tackle, strip sack on Patty in short field. Chargers get a cheap touchdown there. I think they do have. I like that running game with Harbaugh. Anywhere he goes, when they find a way to run the ball, they got the young guy, Marion Hampton. They bring over Najee Harris. I think, you know what I mean? I think they're going to, just with that scheme, you bring back Keenan Allen. I like that Keenan Allen addition. I do. I like Keenan Allen going back home. They should have never let him go. But I like him going back home. You still got Ladd McConkey. Like, those two guys, you know, they both kind of live in the middle of the field. And so, you know, how's that work out? Keenan Allen's going to be the slot now. So that means we're going to get more Z activity from Ladd McConkey. And then QJ, you know, what are you going to get there? Oh, man, I'm tripping. They got the young guy, man, from Ole Miss that I actually liked a lot. He was in my top, I want to say 8 receivers. I can't think of his name now. The receiver from Ole Miss. But I'm not sure if he's starting. But between him and QJ, rotating or splitting duties at X, Ladd probably at the Z, and Keenan Allen back in the slot getting busy. So, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. Come on, dog. Hey, but you've been on me for years about not giving your Chiefs no love, and then now give some love, and now you don't want the love. Come on, man. That's crazy. Come on, man. That's crazy. Hey, leading league and win. Hey, you can't knock it. Can't knock it. Over these last 5-6 years, I wouldn't doubt it. I don't have the stat. I don't have that. I don't have the numbers, but I believe you if you tell me. I ain't knocking it at all. I don't knock it at all. I don't knock it at all. Let me see. Man, what else is going on? What else is going on? Honestly, I mean, shoot. I mean, yeah, we did pretty good. I think some of y'all missed when we was talking about that Michael Parsons trade and contract. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all missed that. Y'all was a little tardy to the party. We talked about that a little earlier. I don't know if y'all had some thoughts on that Michael Parsons trade. Who won the trade? You know what I'm saying? Would you have traded him? Do you agree with the trade? How you feel about the contract Green Bay gave him? Talk to me. Let me know what you're thinking. I'll kind of revisit some of my thoughts while I got y'all then. So I love this trade for Green Bay. I definitely do. 2 bottom of the first round, or 2 bottom of the first draft picks for the next 2 years, and Kenny Clark, who's an aging B-level player. For a guy who's a top 4 or 5 defensive player in the league, if we're talking about the top 5 defensive players in football, Michael Parsons is going to come up in that conversation. Somewhere around that top 5. And I'm not even just talking about edge rushers. You know what I mean? Like, edge rushers for sure. TJ, Myles Garrett, Michael Parsons, Nick Bosa, Max Crosby. I'll probably go Max Crosby over Nick Bosa. But y'all get the point. And then if we're talking overall defenders, he's still in that top 5 mix. I'm still going TJ and Myles Garrett. Pat Surtain, Defensive Player of the Year. You know what I'm saying? We got to put him in there, give him his respect. Chris Jones. I mean, yeah, that's Fred Warner, Michael Parsons. I mean, there's a lot of ways you can go, but he's in that mix. That's the caliber and level of player that he is. And so you don't give away those guys. You don't give away those guys, man. So yeah, if I'm Green Bay, man, I send them 2 bottom of the first picks and Kenny Clark, the Dallas boy. I'd have sent them on the first thing smoking. Kenny Clark would have been there the next day if I had to drive him. If they told me I had to drive Kenny Clark there that night he was going, we was loading up. So yeah, I'm doing it. For sure. And he said, that's why tomorrow finna be so ugly. Man, I ain't gonna lie. I think it is too, bro. Like I said, I think that locker room is in legitimate shambles. Shambles right now. For sure. For sure. Honestly, even if he was there, they were still gonna get. Yeah, they was still gonna get spanked if he was there or not. Because like Jerry said, Micah don't affect the run game. So Jerry already said that. So Saquon was still gonna be Saquon. That offensive line was still gonna be that offensive line. They were still gonna tote the rock. They were still gonna run that thing. Jalen Hurts still gonna get about 6 tush pushes for about 22 yards and 3 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't lying. My dog Keandre said Jerry just doesn't want to win. And he's fine with everything except the fact that it didn't land in red and white. Man, nah. Last thing we need to see is Michael Parsons with Kansas City. But no, y'all can't pay him. Y'all can't afford him. Ain't no way in hell y'all could have got him. First off, y'all cashed out Karlaftis, your dog. Y'all cashed out Chris Jones 2 years ago. Y'all just cashed out Trey Smith. Did Trent McDuffie get a contract? If Trent McDuffie hasn't got cashed out yet, then he's due to get some bread. So ain't no way in the world y'all could have did that. Especially not for the money he got, boy. 47 million. He makes more than Patty now. His new money average is more than Patty. 47 million a year. I think Pat's at 45. So yeah, ain't no way y'all could have did it. Look at Keandre. Now look how fast he turned on tier 1 Karlaftis. Look how fast you done turned on T1 Karlaftis, dog. You see, and you just made my point. You don't trade away a tier 1 guy because he's tier 1. What are you getting back if you trade him? You can't trade away a tier 1 guy. That's how we know he ain't tier 1. Keandre, you don't realize what you just did. Keandre, you don't realize what you just did, dog. You just made my point. You don't trade away a tier 1 guy, big dog. Hell no. Because if that's what I'm saying, like, if I got Michael Parsons, who can I get back from Michael Parsons? He's Micah. You know what I mean? Like, if the Broncos are Patrick Surtain, you can't trade Patrick Surtain. Who do you get back for Patrick Surtain? He's tier 1. You can't trade him. You got to pay these guys. Who can the Eagles get back for Jalen Carter that makes it worth it? Nobody in my book. You know what I mean? Like, you can't trade guys like that, man. You can't trade Michael Parsons. He said they could have got. He said, man, he was gonna throw the man. Hey, he was gonna open up the checkbook. He said, hey, look, take Karlaftis, pick any running back you want, and get 2 first. Hey, he said I'd have gave y'all an extra player and a tier 1 guy. Hey, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. Hey, he crushed. That's what I'm saying, bro. That locker room is in shambles right now, dog. I ain't gonna. I think that locker room is on the verge of rebellion. I think that locker room was on the verge of rebellion. They definitely had to spend some money. They had to get DeRon Bland that money. 4 for 92. He didn't play all last year. They paying him off for 2 years ago. But when you lose Micah and the rumors going around that you ain't spending no money on your own guys, you got to cash somebody out. 4 for 92 that felt a little pricey. I ain't gonna lie to you. What's the average on 4 for 92? 23? 23 a year? Maybe not, man. The way the market is now, I gotta think what Derek Stingley, when he re-signed with the Texans, he got 30. So there was a big jump in the market. So now paying DeRon Bland 23 in the face of DJ Stingley and Sauce Gardner making 30, 31, now it's a little more palatable. You know, high tide raises all ships and all of that. But 4 for 92 still felt a little steep. Felt a little steep. So you could trade Derrick Henry for Saquon. No, but why would the Eagles do that? The Eagles would never do that. That's what you know what? Well, that's a good comparison because that's a better comparison. I'm not mad at it because Derrick Henry is he's about 30, 31. So like Kenny Clark is about 30 as well. And Derrick Henry, I think, is 30, 31. Saquon, I think, Saquon's a little older than Micah, because I think, my light went out. Hold on. There we go. Saquon's a little older than Micah, for sure. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Eagles would never do that. Like, they just wouldn't. Even though Derrick Henry, like, you don't trade Saquon for Derrick Henry. There's no way. There's no way. Like, you never want to trade young ascending talent for old proven talent, like for old talent. Because old talent is only going one way, though. It's only going down. Like, you don't, unless you're an anomaly. Like, Derrick Henry is a bit of an anomaly. He's 30, 31. He just came off of the second best season of his career. Outside of his 2,000-yard season, last year was the best season he ever had. He damn near had 2,000 last year. We forget how good, we forget and don't credit how productive Derrick Henry was last year because of Saquon. Derrick Henry had he was 80 yards short of 2K. Oh, my light. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm going to tell y'all, the battery on my light is on its last legs. I mean, we probably got time. We probably got to wrap it on up. Okay, he's saying that's tier 1 to tier 1, so what's the equivalent to Micah? Okay, so let me see. So if you're saying like a player to player equivalent, so like Patrick Surtain. Patrick Surtain is Michael Parsons. Like that's the level of player we're talking about. We're talking about a young player who's already people have Micah in the conversation as the best. I mean, like not me personally, but there's some people that feel like Michael Parsons is the best edge rusher in the league. People feel like Patrick Surtain is the best cornerback in the league. And both those guys are just now entering their primes. Patrick Surtain just turned 25. Michael Parsons is 26. You know what I mean? Like, they've got 5 dominant years ahead of them. They're ascending. Michael Parsons is a 3-time. Michael Parsons has been in the league for 4 years. He's been an All-Pro for 3. He's been an All-Pro for 3 out of the 4 years he's been in the league. You just don't find that player. You can't get value back for that player. The only player they could have got back that of value is Patrick Surtain, because Patrick Surtain is on that same style of trajectory. He's 25. He's already been the defensive player of the league. Micah's not been the defensive player of the year. Patrick Surtain is the reigning defensive player of the league. So, like, that's the level. You don't trade those guys. That's tier 1. You don't trade Justin Jefferson. I don't give a damn who it's for. He's tier 1. You don't trade Jamar Chase. He's tier 1. Because it doesn't matter who you're getting back. It's Jamar Chase. You can't trade anybody for him. You can't trade anybody for Justin Jefferson. You can't trade anybody for Patrick Surtain. You shouldn't be able to trade anybody for Michael Parsons. Or if you're going to trade them, it should have been two bottom of the first round picks in an aging B-level Kenny Clark. Boy, that's highway robbery. Bro, do y'all remember what the Bears got from the Raiders when the Raiders traded Khalil Mack? Do y'all remember what the Broncos got? Do you remember what the Colts got from the Broncos for Peyton Manning? This is after Peyton broke his neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, y'all seen that new Cowboys documentary? 30 years ago, the Cowboys got 5 players and 7 draft picks from the Vikings for Herschel Walker. Now, mind you, that was a crazy one-off style deal. That's a little extreme example, but it still goes to prove the point. Like, 2 first-round picks that are going to be between 25 and 30. Man, that ain't worth shit. Bro, no, man, respectfully. Because in draft circles, like every year there's there's 32 picks in the first round, but there's not 32 first round graded prospects. You know what I'm saying? So there's guys that get picked in the first or in the bottom of the first. On a lot of teams, like when teams are scouting players, there may only be 12 legitimate prospects that GMs feel value as legitimate first round caliber talents. 32 guys are going to get picked, but 12 to 14, 12 to 16 are guys that are legitimate first round blue chip talents. So the guys at the back of the first, those are essentially round two players. A lot of the times, the gap between player 25 and player 40 is not as big as we imagine. One of them has the cachet of a first round player, but more times than not, those players are the same player, same caliber player. Taco Charlton was picked at number 25 by the Cowboys like 6 years ago. He's not in the league. He was a 25 first round pick. You know what I mean? He very well may have got outperformed by the 40th pick in that very same draft. You know what I mean? So like when you're picking that low, like that's not, man, hell no. They needed 2 more picks. If they're going to be bottom of the first picks, I want another first and a 2. Or I want those 2 first, 2 seconds, and I still want Kenny Clark. Like that, bro. Like, no, man, that was a discount. That's a steal. That's a bargain. You can't overpay for Patrick Surtain. Not if you're a contender. The Packers are a contender. The Packers were a contender without Michael Parsons. What are they now? And like we said, that division is regressing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all heard my dog Jarrell said. Day one gang Jarrell. Hey, man, y'all remember them 3 amigos, man. Y'all like, share, and subscribe, man. Shout out to my dog, man. Shout out to the gang. Keandre and my dog, Day one gang Jarrell. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, bro, you just like Keandre, think about this. How many, like, what player would you want to get back for 87 Jordan? That's what Micah is right now. He's 87 Jordan. He's averaging 37 points in the league, and he ain't even learned how to play basketball yet. Come on, man. Michael Parsons is 87 Jordan, bro. How many players, what trade value do you get back for 87 Jordan that makes it make sense? Imagine if the Bulls traded 87 Jordan, who's Kenny Clark? You know what I'm saying? Like a good B-level player. Like, I don't even want to be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to think of like an example to make it make sense. But like, bro, you don't trade 87 Jordan. And if you do, then man, when I tell you, man, that the deal got to be so dumb that it was like, man, we didn't have a choice. They gave us 6 picks, 3 players, access to a private jet, $20 million in cash. We had to give him 87 Jordan, dog. We had to, man. We didn't have a chance. He parked the jet in my backyard. He gave me $10 million in cash in a suitcase and 2 duffels. And he gave me 3 picks and 4 players. We had to give up 87 Jordan. That's what the Cowboys just traded 87 Jordan. That's the example I was looking for. There is no value for 87 Jordan. No. He's averaging 37. He hasn't learned basketball. Like, what do you think 96 Jordan, man could write 2 books about the basketball he learned from 87 to 96. You know what I'm saying? Like, 96 Jordan will tell 87 Jordan, who averaged 37 and was the best player in basketball history. People were calling Jordan the GOAT in 90, 89, 90. People was calling him the GOAT back then. He hadn't even learned basketball. 96 MJ wishes he can go back in time and teach 87 Jordan how to play basketball. Micah was playing stand-up linebacker in college. He got drafted by the Cowboys and was a stand-up linebacker for like 2 weeks. Then Tank Lawrence got hurt. They put his hand in the dirt, and the boy took off. You don't even know what he's doing. He's still learning what he's doing. Like, come on, man. That's crazy. Nah, but that you didn't give up the house. Karlaftis and one of them weak-ass running backs and 2 bottom of the first-round picks, that ain't the house. Hell no. Hell no. That ain't nearly enough. That ain't nearly enough. That's what I'm saying. Like, that ain't nearly. All you did was the Packers trade, but you added in one of them weak-ass running backs. Kareem Hunt ain't, man, don't nobody want Kareem Hunt. Don't nobody want Isaiah Pacheco. You know what I mean? These are replacement level players. They don't move the needle at all. Karlaftis, honestly, he didn't move the needle. Not for Michael Parsons. Hell no. Kenny Clark don't move the needle for Michael Parsons. And then 2 bottom of the first draft picks? Man, nah, they gave him away. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, nah, hell nah, man. You can't trade 87 Jordan. Man, you can't. Man, you can't. Like, imagine trading 85 or 8, like, trading 88 LT. LT was defensive player of the year, not defensive rookie of the year. He was defensive player of the year as a rookie. The next year, he was the league MVP. He's the second defensive player in the history of football to be the MVP. He probably the last one. We won't have another one. When they didn't let J.J. Watt win MVP in 2012, it'll never happen again. Like, you can't trade that guy. You can't. Hell no. Unless it's the Herschel Walker deal. If it's the Herschel Walker deal, 5 players and 6 picks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only way you could do it. But no, not for a B-level guy and 2 bottom of the first-round picks. Those first-round picks may not even see their second contract. Micah was all-world. He didn't get a second contract. So who do we think we're going to draft that's going to be good enough to replace what we lost? And then even if he's good enough, Jerry just showed us that shit he might not pay him anyway. What more did you want Micah to do? Defensive Rookie of the Year. 3 All-Pros in 4 years. 4 Pro Bowls. 4 for 4. 4 years, 4 Pro Bowls. 4 years, 3 All-Pros. 2 of those All-Pros first team. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Like, come on, bruh. I think he made $3 million last year. Boy, you gotta be shitting me. I was listening to some podcast or something, and they were talking about like the money he was making. I think somebody said like, no, maybe not 3. Maybe I'm tripping. That's gotta be crazy. Cap on myself. That's gotta be crazy. Because his 5th-year option is gonna kick in, and so he's gonna get a huge pay bump on his 5th-year option. But honestly, like, I don't know if he made $10 million last year. I don't think he did, bro. I don't know if he made 8. Because, like, the rookie contracts, they get a big lump sum in the signing bonus, and then the yearlies after that are pretty modest. You know what I'm saying? So, like, his actual, like, cash value, money he actually made from last year, less than 10. You know what I'm saying? Less than 10. Meanwhile, the guys the guys on his level, Myles Garrett, TJ Watt, Max Crosby, those guys all make 40. Or Max Crosby's the cheapest one because he signed too soon. He makes like 37, 35, 37. TJ's getting 41. Myles is getting 40. Michael Parsons is 5 years younger than TJ Watt. TJ just got 41. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you can't trade that. You can't give up that. I mean, it's more than they got for Green Bay because you added in Pacheco, but man, that's still a wash. That's still a wash, man. But nah, man. Hey, I gotta tell y'all, man. It feels damn good to be back. I know it took a while, but man, we back, man. NFL is here. I appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Man, what? Tomorrow we got Philly. Gonna work it out. Gonna work over those Cowboys for sure. Friday we got the Chiefs in Brazil against the Chargers. My dog Keandre to talk me in. My dog Keandre to talk me into to go ride with his Chiefs. But yeah, now we back, man. We're gonna be back right back on regular programming as well, man. We're gonna go Wednesdays, the Wednesday recaps. Same thing, man. Same bad times, different bad channel. Y'all know what's going on, man. Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. Tap in with your dog, man. We'll recount the prior weekend's games. Hit the highlights, any major news in the league, that sort of thing. Sundays, Sunday morning, pregame, get ready with your dog, man. We're gonna get in here, have a good time like we always do. Go over every game. Predict the pick, all that type of thing, man. I like to pick winners, give scores, chop it up, man, see where everybody's head's at going into the game. And then, other than that, man, we right back like we never left. Y'all know what's going on. Now, one more time, man, before we get out of this thing, man. Y'all know what's going on. Let's do that real member roll call, man. Shout out to all the dogs, man. Shout out to all the members, man. Pop back up on your dog. Late notice. My dog Keandre, I'm going to tell you, man, my dog Keandre hit me in the IM and the DM. He's like, hey, man, what's up, man? Football's back, man. Where we at? What we doing? I said, you know what, man? You damn right. Forget it, man. We back. Load it up. You know what I mean? We didn't have much notice, and y'all hopped in here and chopped it up with your dog, man. I really appreciate that. For real. Shout out to the members. First one through the door today was Baby Sis in the building. She said, you hear me knocking? Then let me in. I appreciate you as always. Mom Deuce came in the building as well. I appreciate you, lady, for sure. Man, who else is in this thing? Rennie was in the building as well. Love you, lady. I appreciate you. Man, fam in the building, man. Cuz came through and hollered at me. What's going on? I appreciate you. For sure. Let me see who else is in this thing. I'm looking for you. Oh, I can't find. There we go. Oh, man. Hey, shout out to May. One of the new members. I appreciate you coming through. She's an Eagles fan. Held it down for Philly in the chat real strong today. We appreciate you. Shout out to you. Like I said, you one of the members now, May. We appreciate you. My dog D-Dot was in the building. He know what's going on. Big Nation Business in the building. I appreciate you as always, my boy. Man, I'm looking for you. Hold on, man. Where the captain of the ship at, man? Let's go. My dog Keandre in the building, man. Holding it down. I appreciate your homeboy. And we right back, man. And then, of course, man, look. Man, Big Cuz in the building, family. I appreciate you. Can't forget you as well. Day one game, Jarrell was in the building. For sure, I appreciate you, homeboy. And man, y'all know what's going on, man. I'm looking for you. Damn. We say the same thing every week, so feel free to say it with me at home. If I forgot to say your name, hey, damn, hey, for real, hey, my bad. But charge it to my head and don't charge it to my heart. You know I'm thinking about you, big dog. Appreciate all the love, support as always. Like I said, man, I'm just going to jump right back in, man. We're just going to pick up like we ain't never left, man. We're going to pick up like we ain't left. Right back. Wednesdays, 7 o'clock, that weekly recap, man. We're going to get in here, chop it up, man, about all the games that happened that prior week for sure. Sundays, the pregame show, man. Tap in with your dog, man. Sundays at 9 o'clock. Get in. We're gonna go through all the slated games for this for that day. We're gonna chop it up, have a good time, make some predictions. You know how we do, man. We're gonna have fun. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, and then tell that friend to break one more because we need folk. Y'all know what's going on. Holla at your dog. Until next time, RBT Philly. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. I'll holla at y'all Sunday. Peace.